What up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. Today we are reacting to modern women and botched plastic surgeries. Modern women will do anything to stay young or fit the most popular look, including plastic surgery. They say they get the surgery to be attractive to men, but that isn't quite true. These women get plastic surgery to impress other women. The need to get these surgeries is so strong that modern women will cut costs and corners to get these procedures done. This has led to more and more women into getting botched surgeries by shady doctors and clinics. Let's take a look at some of the women that got botched during the plastic surgery procedure.
Yeah, I'm tearing up because I've been having troubles breathing. And I did get a nose job in Turkey, and it was going, I think I'm like almost at my 7th month post-op. I've been having breathing issues for a couple of weeks, like where it's like I can't breathe really well. I have to mouth breathe. But I saw this like a month or two ago about like,
She can't breathe. That's so bad.
how
Ew.
I have scar tissue now on my nasal hole, I guess, and I can't really breathe that well from this side, and this side collapsed, and it looks pretty, and I posted a lot of videos. I did.
It looks pretty, but you can't breathe. Probably worth it.
So good with surgery, and they treated me so well. But I did have some redness. I let them know about it, and how they said was like not dealing with sutures. They just say if it gets worse, which it really didn't. But skin-wise, until this scars, like this extra tissue, started growing out, and then this ended up like collapsing. Like it looks nice, you know, but it's collapsed, and then this side is like normal. So you can see the difference. You see.
Okay, I can't watch this. Oh, that's so gross. As most of you know, I have been fighting on the front lines of the simp epidemic for years, but I need to tell you about a quiet weapon being ratcheted up against men that is rarely talked about. It's not just the relentless anti-masculinity propaganda and OnlyFans hoes causing the societal issues that we discuss on this show. Did you know that the average city's tap water contains trace pharmaceuticals and endocrine disruptors? This often includes estrogen from birth control. The average adult consumes a credit card worth of plastic every single week. That's 5 grams of plastic a week on average. So it's no wonder that the average male's testosterone is half of what the average was 50 years ago. Testosterone levels decline 1% a year, and without a course correction, we are headed towards extinction. No matter how based you are, you need to be naturally boosting your testosterone. My friends at Chalk, CHOQ.com, are on a mission to save mankind from extinction by boosting your vitality. Chalk's Male Vitality Stack contains premium and potent herbs clinically studied to naturally boost your testosterone levels, sperm count, and overall vitality. Just one of the many ingredients in the Male Vitality Stack was studied in double-blind human clinical trials to boost total testosterone 20% in 90 days. When you boost your testosterone, you'll have more mental clarity, you're more capable of making decisions and taking risks. Having high testosterone will also affect your pheromones, so women will find you more attractive subconsciously. Get the Chalk Male Vitality Stack right now on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. Use my name Pearl as your coupon code and you'll get 25% off site-wide on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. My name Pearl is the discount code.
Guys, I got botched. Like, I'm actually botched. Like, my surgery went wrong, and it wasn't even like a little bit wrong. It's gone hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. The thing that blows me is that out of all the surgeries I've had, my skin has never keloids. I've never got keloids before. All of a sudden, why have I now got keloids on my arms? I don't know how the hell I'm gonna fix this. I don't even know where I'm gonna go to, but my arms, I'm just botched. Like, I don't even have the energy to make this video. I can't even button up my top because I'm so sad. I have had literally multiple rounds of like surgery. I've had the BBL, I've done my nose, I've done so many things on my body multiple times. So I haven't like done my boobs once, I've done it multiple times, I've done my body multiple times. And I have never ever been botched until now. And the guys, when I tell you, like, it's messing me up. It's actually messing me up, bro. When I actually think about it, I'm like, I didn't really need the surgery. Like, why did I actually do that to myself? Like, It's so peak. It's actually so peak. You know, I
They're gonna show me what she looks like. Like, what did you do?
tell you guys my business all the time. So if you guys want me to talk about all my other surgeries though, that have gone right and correctly, I will do that. If you want me to talk about like BBLs, boob jobs, nose jobs, all of that stuff, I will. But I don't know. Every time I talk about it here and there, people always cuss me. So I'm like, maybe they don't even want to hear about it. But yes, I have been botched. I had a flipping arm lift. And when I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, I really didn't even need the arm lift. Like my arms were actually okay. They were chunkier, but I didn't really need the arm lift. And now I'm stuck. Shall I just insert the picture? Let me insert. I'm gonna show you. And an arm lift is basically.
Ew!
I had very big arms, but my top half is quite small because of like the surgeries I've done. So
Anything to avoid going to the gym, I swear.
I like small top half, big bottom half. Like I like big thighs, big bum, big calf. Like I like that. But then I want my titties to be small. I want everything else at the top to be small. But my arms weren't the small that I wanted it to be small. So basically I went to get an arm lift. I never ever thought about the scarring. When I think about it, I could have just gone gym. I could have just gone.
She could have just went to the gym. She even agrees. Oh my gosh, I can't with some of these. Some of these are kind of okay. My botched breast augmentation.
Wake up while I tell you guys about my botched job. Let us begin. I also want to start this off by saying this was not my surgeon's fault. I take full responsibility for the problem, and I'll explain why. So as you guys know, over summer I went and I got my done. I actually don't even know if I can say that word on TikTok, so we'll say melons. I had always wanted to get my melons done. I would say I started off as a deflated bee, and honestly my goal photos were my melons when I was pregnant. I don't know if it was the 90 pounds I gained during pregnancy, that or the hormones, or both. So I had my first surgery June 2024, and I ended up going with 360cc shaped implants with a moderate profile. Coming out of surgery, everything looked so good. I was sending everybody pictures. Like, where things took a turn was during the recovery process. My instructions leaving the surgery center were to not lift anything for 4 to 6 weeks minimum. Relax, lay in bed, just let things settle into place. Well, guess what I didn't do? Any of that. One thing that was super silly of me was booking a breast augmentation when I had a 1-year-old who wasn't walking and is also 30 pounds and has to be picked up all the time. Me being an idiot, I thought, oh my god, it doesn't hurt. Okay, I must be fine to lift. Girl, have a seat. So sit in bed and rock. So you wanna know what else I did? On week 3, I decided to renovate my entire kitchen. Let's just let that marinate for a second. The most physical labor I've probably done in the past 5 years. I decided to do 3 weeks post-op. One day, I end up waking up. My implants are no longer in the spot that they once were. But are any of us shocked by this? You? No? You? No? No. None of us. Because what the actual was I doing? To kind of give you an idea of what I was looking at, I just want you to envision a hammerhead shark. Both of my implants were in my armpit. Over here. Here's the real kicker. I did shaped implants, right? Like they had a slope to them. Not only did my implants end up out here, they also flipped. Do you know what that means? You know what that means? My implant flipped sideways. Think of a shaped implant flipping sideways and just sit with that for a second. Honestly, the site should be studied. No, it did not hurt. The only really weird part was whenever I would lean over, I could feel my implant sloshing around. Let me tell you how we fixed it. So my surgeon is literally like the sweetest person ever. He was able to squeeze me in really fast. So we ended up going back in, doing a revision surgery. We did it a little bit different the second time around just so we could fully prevent any of that from happening again. So the second time around, I ended up doing 325 cc's because I thought they were just a little bit big the last time. And we also ended up doing round implants so that if the off chance those pockets did stretch out again, if they flipped over, I wouldn't have that wonky looking I had the first time. I really can't stretch out anymore because there's permanent stitches there. I will be so real with you though. Oh my god, that hurt. Oh, it hurt so bad. I honestly could not be happier with the results. So I guess ultimately the moral of the story, don't be an idiot like me and decide to pick up a whole kitchen renovation project. Wear your supportive bra to bed every night. Don't lift anything. Don't even try to lift a feather. Because I did everything right on the second time around and now I'm back to square one. I'm like Oprah giving away free cars, except...
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what's next.
So a little update.
Oh, that's bad.
On my nose. I met with a surgeon
Oh, that looks so bad.
at St. Louis University, Dr. Chen, and my nose has a lot of fucking shit growing in it. One, a lot of shit came back on that culture. Two, he's going to have to do multiple surgeries. The first surgery is to clear out the infection, get all of it out. Not really worried about cosmetically it looking right now until we see how bad the infection is, and he doesn't know until he gets in there. And then after that surgery, once I'm healed, I'm going to have to go to infectious disease. I think that's it. I don't know. Because I've been on antibiotics for a while and it's not killed it. And so I'll have to be on a treatment plan of antibiotics, I'm sure, or something after the surgery to make sure that this doesn't come back. Once they really identify, because there's so many, it's mind-blowing to me how many or how much shit's growing on my nose. And he's got to remove whatever Dr. Blackledge put in, which we don't know what it is. The CT scan don't show exactly what's in.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Ew.
Story.
All right. If you guys have anything in the comments you want to put of like people you know that have had botched surgeries, let me know.
Time about my botched tummy tuck. In October 2020, after losing over 90 pounds, I decided to have a lipo tummy tuck. I now know that I should have done more research and use a board certified plastic surgeon.
You guys aren't using oh my God.
But unfortunately, I used a cosmetic surgeon, and here we are. We'll start with the day I went in for a consultation. He, pretty much promised me the moon, said that he was gonna snatch me up, drew all over me. I was super excited, went home to my husband, told him I needed $12,995.
So her husband paid for another man to mess her up. Wow. You guys got to stop giving your wives money for plastic surgery because it's not for you. It's for her next, catch.
Took a ton of convincing. He eventually gave it to me. I paid the money, scheduled my surgery. Fast forward 3 months later, it's the day of the surgery. My husband brings me in. It's 7 a.m. and I am not under anesthesia, by the way, because this surgeon does not use anesthesia. He uses a hallucinogen. I am under for almost 8 hours, which is pretty dangerous. He takes 6 liters of lipo from me, which you're not supposed to take more than 5. I wake up on the table, flat on my back, with them telling me to help them get this garment on me, and it is so painful. I am in tears. They then tell me, you need to help us get you off the table, the operating table, into a wheelchair, where they wheel me into this room where I'm sitting maybe 10 minutes. They're writing some stuff down on a clipboard, and then they just wheel me outside to my husband. I now know that that's not how that's supposed to go. I had a breast lift 3 months later, thankfully by a board certified plastic surgeon. His name is Dr. Beckert. He is absolutely amazing. I will definitely be using.
Women are getting surgeries and not even Googling. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that some women don't take W's when they get surgeries. I think J-Lo looks great. Ivanka Trump. A lot of women have had great work done, but they are calculated risks, and meaning that some people are just going to take the L's, and a lot of these women do. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like the video on your way out. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.